This is the July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. Let's go creating. Hi everyone, this is day 25 of the 100-day project. You see the intro. I managed to make my own intro. I am very proud of that. So you'll be seeing that the whole month of July because this month is also July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. I will be combining both the 100-day project and the July Junk Journal Challenge 2025 because that way I have some kind of a guideline. I like the idea, and as you all know, I created a journal for this specific reason. So I will be filming every weekday for Junk Journal, July Junk Journal. How many times do you think I'm going to turn that around? And then on the weekends, I want to just do something different. All that, I have in front of me my supplies. I am limiting myself to make all these projects for July and to turn it into a steampunk journal, which is kind of what I want to do. This is the cover and I want to build on this. So I'm going to continue using the Tracy Scott stamps. I am going to use the same color scheme throughout. But I get to use, I didn't grab the paints, but I will be allowing myself to use paint. And the supplies that we have here. I also have a bag here, and you can see it is filled with lace and ribbon and whatchamacallit. I am allowed to use things out of here, but I'm not allowed to add anything anymore. As of right now, this is it. I also have a bag with all the scrap paper from the journal that I had made, as well as a few pages that are coordinating to this so that I can use them in here. But again, I am not allowed to add anything to it except for what I have on my desk right here. And it is day 1 for the July Junk Journal Challenge 2025, and the first prompt is torn edges. So stay tuned and watch me craft, and if you can, craft along with me. Join me. Let's have some fun with this. You can see the paints that I have picked for July Junk Journal 2025. I am no longer going to say that. If I say Junk Journal July, then it's Junk Journal July. We all know what JJJC means, and let's just go with this. So, the colors. I picked, they're all paper artsy except for this one. This is just a Craft Smart. It is the Michaels brand, and this is a bronze. Then we have all the paper artsy paints. Of course, I have gold. Are you surprised? It is my favorite color. It is a beautiful gold, and we need something metallic with the steampunk. Then I picked a truffle, toffee, mud splat, slate, red lipstick, butternut, aquamarine, and weathered copper. I still don't know what I'm going to do, so we're just going to go with it. Let's just play. I can put this away. And this is what I'm going to use. Isn't this stunning? This is absolutely fantastic paper. I love the butterflies. And what I want to make is a tag with a pocket on it And I'm going to make it smaller, of course. So I think I can use this bottom piece because you can see the line right here. If I use that as the pocket, and I don't know if I want to put the pocket on top of this one, or if I want to turn it around and put a pocket on the back. And then I can put in that pocket, I can put some littler tags. What do you think? What I want, like really what I want to do is I want to create this so that all the butterflies are being used. They're not being hidden. I think I want to reinforce the back, and I have a Purelator envelope. Okay, here goes nothing. I am going to tear the bottom butterfly off. There we go. So I can use this as a pocket right here, or I can use it as a pocket right here. I like it on here better, because then we can put these little tags in here, and maybe out of the Purelator envelope we can create another tag, and then it'll be a pocket full of tags. Let's make it a pocket full of tags. Let's make a couple of pockets full of tags. Yeah, okay, figured it out. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut this in the shape, in the tag shape. It needs to be the width of this. So that will be just a little over 5 inches. And I'm just going to grab my trimmer. And we'll cut this to just over 5 inches. There we go. And a little edge. Do I want to keep this rough? Probably, huh? Because we are going with torn edges. That's perfect. And then I am going to punch the holes again so that they are there. This all needs to go back into the journal in the exact same spot. There. And there. Okay, so I have one pocket. And I want to make it kind of like a waterfall so that they can all sort of slide into each other. So like that. And the bonus is that I can arrange them exactly how I want. They don't have to be in the same order that they were in already. I think I want this one on the bottom. Then this one. Then this one. And then this one. And you can see I need to go a little bit down. I don't want to lose too much of the butterflies, but I think, oh, I think this would work. And I think I like that. Okay. So I'm just going to put these aside for now. This is going to be tags that might go in it, might not. And I have another bonus piece in case I need it. First things first, I need to paint this up. And I think I want to stick with kind of the colors from the background here. So that would be the truffle. It might be a little bit more brownish. This might be a little bit more gray than what this is. Toffee, truffle, and do I want to use a bit of green? I think I'm just going to use the brown. So the mud splat, the truffle, and the toffee. And then I may add in a little bit of gold as well. I may use my fingers. I love finger painting. I'm just putting a little bit of paint in the 3 colors on my, well, it's a stamp block, but I can easily wash that off. All right, the 3 colors, and I'll add some gold accents after. So I'm going to start with the darkest color. And yes, I have a protector underneath. Okay, I'm going to take the paint down as far as I can possibly get it. I want when you use your fingers, you get kind of a different structure in the paint, which I really like. And I'm going to use this one. So the toffee is has a little bit more yellow in it than what the mud splat and the tundra have. And I'm just mixing it. I will go over it twice probably, just to make sure that it is covered. So if this is going to be covered up anyway. But I like to know that there is something behind the pockets. There we go. Let's do this. Start back at the top. And you can see it covers much better right now. And I want it to blend a little better than what I had it. There we go. I like that. Oh yeah, I like that effect. Okay, Same right here with the toffee. Make sure that all the paints are blended very nicely together. I need a little bit more toffee. There we go. And this paint dries so fast. It's wonderful, but it also means you have to work really, really quickly to make sure that you get everything blended how you want it before it dries. I think the edges, I may want to do those in gold, or I may stencil over top of it in gold and use this as the back of the tag, and then put the pockets on this side. And I may just do that. That way this stays how it is. So now it does need to dry for a minute. Meanwhile, so we have the torn edges on the pockets, and I'm just cleaning them up a little bit. And I want to also take the ittiest bits of on the sides. Let this dry. See, then you can still see the edges with the paint. So I think I want to do the edges of these with the gold to make it really stand out. And then I'll frame this in black. Won't need a lot, but this is going to be kind of like inking around the edges. We're just gilding the edges. This is how wonderful that paint is. It is very, very good paint. It's hard to get it off your fingers. Okay. So these are just drying a little bit. And let's continue on with this. I want to use some of the stencils. Maybe the Roman numerals and some chain and the Timbals clock. I'm going to start with the chain. I want it to like that. I may need a little bit more of the gold. Yes. Good, perfect. So this is going to be the back of the project. Can you, I'll show you up close what it looks like. There we go. So this can dry. And then I'm just going to take, no, I don't want gold paint. I want that darker, the darker mud splats. And just go around the edges. And I'm doing it super quick, and you can see there's some gold paint in there. There's a little bit of all the paints in there that I've used. Some gold, some mud splat, some truffle. And then we'll have a pretty start to put the pockets on too, and then we can put some tags in. There we go. Going to wipe this off. It's a shame to waste it, but I don't know what else to do with it. It helps if you hit record when you're recording. So I've made these a little smaller and had to put more gold paint along the bottom, but I think we're good now and we can start gluing them down. So I'm using this is what I'm using. It is Aleene's original tacky glue. I love this stuff. It works really well, and I put it in a small bottle and I dilute it a little bit with water so that it will come through a little better. And then I'm just putting glue along the edges. And I'm not putting glue on the bottom or on the top, just on the sides, because I want to be able to put the tags in. And if I close it at the bottom, then there we go. Oh, I like that a lot. If I close the bottom down, then I can't put any tags in that are a little bit longer. And then we'll put this one. And again, just the sides. I think I need to take this one and put it up a little higher. There. Yes. And then the last one, we are going to glue along the sides and the bottom. So now we're just going to close it up. making sure I have lots of glue there so that it will stay. There we go. How cool is that? Can you see that? It is very cute. It's not the strongest card. This way it is, this way it is not. So I may have to reinforce it a little bit on the back side. Okay, so let's see those little tags. I thought those little tags were so cute. And what I really like is the hole reinforcers that are on there. I think I can recreate this. So I want something like this, but then a little bigger. So I want them probably more like that size. Did I forget to hit record? No, I sure did not. It is now the next morning, and I ran into some trouble editing the video and decided that I was just going to finish making the project, and I'll show you the full thing in a minute. And I will explain where I had left off. So I'd made these. These were supposed to be the tags to go in the pockets. And they are really cool, but they don't match it at all. So they are going back into my bag with scrap paper to use for probably a different project. It is all the colors that I am using for the journal. So we'll see. We'll see where these get used. So this is the final project. I will take photos of it after and put them at the end. So I have added, I'll go in detail. I have added the gears right here and right here. I had already put all the gold around all the edges. I glued it together. So I think you had seen it like without any of the tags in it. And without the gears on it. So I kept it fairly simple. But I do believe that it looks steampunk. The tags, I'll pull the tags out and show you. So the tops is just a piece of an old king-size sheet that I ripped into strips and turned into my own ribbon. I like my ribbon to be a little tattered, so that's perfect. And then I ran it through Rusty Hinge ink. So that's one. And they have beautiful steampunk fussy cuts on them. So this is the same thing. I did it exactly the same way, except this one I stenciled a little bit more than on this one. I did the little ones the same way. The labels are the labels that I have created myself in a previous video. That one, and that one. So at the tops of these is just a little bit of lace, just a little strip of lace that I cut off a longer piece. And in the back, has turned into this. So this is actually really cool. Like I am very happy with how this is. It is just the right amount of subtle and shimmer, and it has all the gears and everything on it. Yeah, that's good. So I don't really want to do anything more to it. If I decide later on that I want to put a couple of decorations on it, I am free to do so. But for now, this is my project. I will put the tags back in, and I will put it into my journal, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do for tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very, very long. I have edited it so much. I went from 2 hours, which is part of what the problem was this morning. I went from 2 hours of video, of recordings, to half an hour. So you realize that I've cut a lot out of it. And a lot of that was just me quietly stamping and stenciling and trying to figure out what I was going to do. So I didn't think you would want to see that. And let's find the spot. I had put a paper clip on where it is supposed to go. Let's open the rings up. And loop this on there. Happy Canada Day, by the way, if you are in Canada. Today is July 1st. There we go. Our first project is done. Yay! I had a lot of fun doing this. I wish it hadn't taken as long as what it did, but I can't change it, and I am pleased with how it turned out. Let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you see when I am bringing out the next video for A Touch of Gold. Is day number 2. Thank you for watching, and have a lovely day.